This is THV 11 News at 6.
Another day and the snow is sticking around, but some of it has started to melt away with temperatures slowly getting back above freezing. Hello, thank you for joining us tonight at 6. I am Hoyt alongside Chief Meteorologist Tom Brandon. Tom, we got up into the 40s.
We did. It felt so much warmer. Felt like summer today.
It actually did get the shorts and tank tops out, but we are headed back down. Below freezing as it gets
Nathan talked about this at 4 o'clock. I did a little bit at 5. Temperatures dropping below freezing. That means more black ice is going to form. Any of the melting today is going to refreeze tonight. This is a look at the 430 River Bridge toward the Maumelle exits. Notice pavement is mainly dry, but be careful when you are driving across the bridge tonight. As we drop below freezing, there will be some slick spots. So this is what we have for you. Finally above freezing, warming up and thawing out over the next several days. Quick hitting system is going to come here Thursday night into Friday, bringing a small chance of precipitation. It looks very cold coming into the weekend. A next shot of very cold air poised to begin moving in here Friday behind that disturbance that could bring some very light wintry stuff. It is currently 34 Fayetteville. Little Rock is 40. It's 34 Texarkana, 39 Batesville. All locations right now are at or above freezing. Need to note that Russellville and Mountain Home, their reporting stations are down right now, and hopefully we'll get them back up in the next couple of days. As you begin your day tomorrow, there could be some freezing fog out and about for the morning drive. Hour by hour forecast will drop into the middle 30s, and then by 8 o'clock we're back below freezing, but temperatures should be a little bit warmer than they were last night. We'll take a look ahead at your weekend here in just a few minutes. Rolly.
All right, Tom, thank you. And as the snow melts and refreezes as we go out there throughout these days ahead, it's going to be a good idea to keep a focus on the roads. Catherine Rowley is out there doing that for us on Weather Force 11. She's got us this view of what looks like a snowy hill. Catherine, what can you tell us?
Hey, Rolly, that's exactly what we're looking at. We're here in the Breckenridge area in West Little Rock, and we're actually looking at a car that tried to make it up a hill and unfortunately couldn't. I'm going to change it to our front cam to see what it will look like when you're driving. The roads over here are very, very bumpy, so that's why we're not moving at the moment. It's because it is extremely bumpy. So I'm going to go back up to our 360 cam. As you can see, these hills are very slippery. Just be very careful. We're going to continue to drive around and get a better idea of how this side of town looks. We've talked at downtown, and we've also looked at some of the side streets. Those are going to take a minute to clean up. We're going to continue to monitor the roads here, and we'll see you back here in just about 15 minutes. Live in Weather Force 11, Catherine Rowley, THV 11 News.
All right, Catherine, thank you. Cleanup happening not just on the roads, but for homeowners and businesses across the state. And THV 11's Tanya Motorzitsky live in Garland County, where boat docks all around Lake Hamilton are damaged. Tanya, tell us more.
Well, Rolly, the ice, sleet, and snow that has been crushing rooftops across Garland County is also pulling boat docks, as you mentioned, underwater, just adding to the growing list of damages we're seeing from this weekend's storm. From the shoreline of Lake Hamilton, the damage is impossible to miss.
Sad, it's just devastation.
Boat docks, once steady, now twisted, partially submerged or completely collapsed under the weight of ice.
These docks have handled snow just fine over the years, but the ice is a lot heavier.
Hot Springs City Manager Bill Burrow, a lifelong native, says this storm is the worst he's ever seen.
And I don't remember an event quite like this. We've had freezing rain, we've had sleet, we've had snow, but nothing where we've had this much accumulation over a storm that came in 2 waves.
He says the weight of it all is just too much for boat docks to handle.
When you think about the weight of the pontoon boat or the boat that's already there, then an additional weight of 6 inches of sleet, it's just too much for the floats to handle.
Jeremy Diggs with Larry Diggs Construction says they won't know how much damage there is until everything melts.
Ones that have not collapsed, like that one's collapsed, it won't come back up, but these will come back up once the ice and snow melts.
Diggs urges dock owners to check their insurance policies carefully.
If you've got a newer boat, you've got full coverage on them. Docks sometimes are covered. You've got to specify in your insurance that it's covered. We run into that a lot. Make sure you're covered on your insurance policy.
Now, if you do have a boat out on one of the lakes out here, Dig says do not go check on it just yet. Wait till everything melts, just a safety precaution. But hey, Burrow says on the bright side, Memorial Day weekend. I know that's kind of far-fetched, but something a little bit warmer, something to look forward to kind of keep you warm. This will not affect the start of boat season, so all is well. There's plenty of time between now and then to get things fixed. Live, Tanya Motorzitsky, THV 11 News.
All right, Tanya, thank you. Also in Hot Springs, Oakland has canceled live racing this weekend because of road conditions and safety concerns. The entire card scheduled for each day this weekend is being moved to next weekend, the 5th through the 8th. It'll keep one of the biggest racing weekends of the season intact. They'll have the Southwest Stakes next Friday and the Bayacoa Stakes on Saturday. The track decided to split their allocated race dates in this year into 2 meets with a break in January to avoid the typical bad weather. Well, looks like that plan almost worked perfectly. Just a reminder, the Little Rock School District will be closed tomorrow. As more decisions though roll in over these next couple of days, our THV11 digital team is keeping a running list of the latest updates. You can text the word closings to 501-376-1111 and we'll send you a link to that page and get the latest updates. Meanwhile, while major winter storms like this one, they can shut down schools and businesses, there are still essential workers who have to get through. Icy roads, dangerous conditions made that nearly impossible, as we've seen. But as THV11's Journey Taylor shows us tonight, one online group came together IRL to get nurses to those who need them most.
Much of Central Arkansas came to a standstill this week. However, nurses still had to get to bedsides, and for many, calling in wasn't an option.
You get disciplined for not coming to work, and that's kind of a big deal. You know?
UAMS oncology nurse Aisha Taylor knows firsthand the stretch of working in the medical field. In 2024, she created the Nurses Lounge of Central Arkansas. An organization with a membership of now 1,200 people was founded for nurses after the pandemic to combat burnout, create a space to decompress, and boost morale and connection. But this week, the group fulfilled a much bigger need. It turned into a transportation lifeline.
It was definitely a lot more people than I anticipated that needed transportation. The calls kept coming in, and I was excited, to be honest. I was very excited to be able to assist.
And while the need for rides increased, so did the volunteers.
It went from 6 volunteers to a total of 29 volunteers by the time we finished. So that was exciting to see so many people who wanted to help with the initiative. And 2 of those people were nurses themselves.
And for many, the kindness meant keeping their jobs.
I've had several people reach back out to me, letting me know that, you saved my job because I had 1 absence left and I was going to be terminated.
In just 3 days, more than 250 essential workers made it to and from their shifts, including nurses, CNAs, respiratory therapists, and doctors. And for Aisha, the experience means a little bit more.
I feel like this was a very gratifying experience for me because I knew exactly what I intended to do when I started the Nurses Lounge, and this was just proof of the need.
In Little Rock, I'm Journey Taylor, THV 11 News.
Journey, thank you. Our own Carter Threed among those who had to travel today. He and Nick Luttrell returned from Jefferson County after covering the weather since Friday, and as you're about to see, they had quite the time.
Well, it is time. We are leaving Jefferson County after 5 days here covering the weather, and we are going to miss our hotel, but we are really going to miss Colton Steakhouse, which I don't think it's an exaggeration to say saved our lives. It was open the entire time, is right by the hotel. We ate there 4 times in 4 days. We're gonna miss it, but it's time to move on and it's time to go home. What I noticed from our trip is that Interstate 530 looks fantastic. No doubt thanks to this RDOT plow putting in work. We decided to stop in Redfield, partially to be live in our noon show, but also to ask an important question. What's the best restaurant in Redfield?
Oh, I guess the orange is pretty good.
Mammoth Orange.
Mammoth Orange.
By far the orange.
Okay, what would you say?
Orange.
All right, we're gonna go ask the Redfield Police Department what they think about the best restaurant.
It's gonna be a toss-up between the Mammoth Orange Family Diner, and if you want Mexican, Mi Casita.
Okay, we'll count that as a vote for all of them. Thank you. Hey, quick question for you. Can I get you for just a second? Hey, no, we just want to ask you about restaurants. What's the best restaurant in Redfield? I think he voted for Mammoth Orange. All right, so that makes 5 votes for the Mammoth Orange and less votes for everything else, so let's go get lunch. I didn't realize Mammoth Orange had been in an Eat It Up segment before, and I'd say it's well deserving of the honor. Our food was fantastic, so with full bellies, we left for Little Rock. Interstate 530 looked great once again, and finally, after 5 days... we made it. Now it's time for a nap. And I guess me from a couple hours ago was lying because I have not taken that nap yet, but I'm gonna as soon as I finish this shot right here. We're back in Little Rock. We're at the THV 11 station, and we had a great time in Jefferson County. I want to thank all the county and city officials who helped us out. We had a ton of fun down there covering and playing in the snow. Carter Thweet, THV 11 News.
Still hasn't had that nap, Rolly. He's out there shoveling the parking lot as we speak so that we can all get home tonight, right? 3-day forecast, warmer temperatures Wednesday, Thursday, highs in the 40s. That's going to go a long way in melting things, but with lows dropping back into the teens and 20s, a refreeze is likely. We'll have a look at your weekend coming up.